Need I dare ask you what your opinion is around e-bikes? What I've noticed is most recently in recent American history, there are people in politics, specifically the socialist side of the house, the liberals, who cannot stand and hate e-bikes. Um, I personally believe that one, it's a benefit, has multiple benefits, and if I was a single person that is in a need of some type of transportation and couldn't afford the extra expense of a motor vehicle, and had just enough money for something, an e-bike would probably be the first thing to go to. What I personally have observed is, uh, and this is around the country, the the effort to rein in e-bikes by a lot of socialist governments, where they are making it that the e-bikes are a nuisance, and there's a lot of um, issues. I would say many e-bikes, they don't even fall within the statutory requirement of having to register or even have a license for. But no matter what, you're seeing it on the East Coast, the West Coast, and even around the country, where a lot of these tyrannical socialist government officials are confiscating and destroying people's property because they dictate what they think is good and what is bad. I personally believe it has something to do with them not being able to collect money, not being able to issue permits, not being able to control it. And so it just one of those things that really gets under the skin of socialists. I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on, like for instance, New York and a few other places around the country, but e-bikes are enemy number one. They are public enemy number one, according to socialists. And I personally, as just a regular person, would say that for somebody that needs transportation, and it's like, for instance, I'm just a few miles down the road from a store, and I just need something to get me there, get me back. I would, I would go with getting an e-bike, and if you live in a place where the weather permitting that allows you to ride an e-bike year round or nearly most of the year, it's a great option. I'm saying this to you guys because I'm seeing it, and it's sad, especially for those two-faced politicians that they talk about driverless vehicles and autonomous driving vehicles and all this other crap, but they won't allow people to run around in e-bikes in order to get from point A to point B. E-bikes are the future. Uh, it's going to happen. It's just how it's going to happen is the question. We see it in a lot of our big cities, towns where I live in. I'm already starting to see a lot of e-bikes on the side of the highways, and you know what? Good for them. Good for those people. They're actually saving the environment because they're not spending a whole much money on fuel. They're saving money out of their pocket, and they're not having to pay for all this extra fees, these registrations of vehicles and vehicle insurance. And for sure, a lot of these politicians are going to try to push it where you're going to have insurance eventually one day, but they haven't made it there yet. Uh, Looking forward to what your thoughts on this, but it's just not fair, and it seems to be one side of the government, specifically those socialists and people that are heavy liberals that are very like antagonized as a result of this whole new disruptive technology taking place in our communities. And like I said, I personally think that it's a great thing, and you save space, time, energy, and the cost. I mean, if you think about it, the expense of owning a motor vehicle, especially in bigger cities, parking, and like for instance San Francisco, people are paying anywhere up to $2,000 a month just to park a vehicle in a garage. So great, good on them people that are using e-bikes and using this new technology. And you know what, you liberals and socialists out there that want to put a permit on everything and want to collect some kind of payment from the American people, you know what, just back off, stop it, because eventually one day people are just going to get wise on you and start challenging your stupidity. Talk to you guys, and I look forward to your comments.